What's up, everyone? It is time for Mock Draft Monday. Let's get to it. So, pick 21, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. I personally think that they can either go cornerback or wide receiver here. I think that there's a lot of really good wide receivers that could be taken in the second round that could become starters. I think cornerbacks, it's a little less depth at the position. There are a few guys I really like at this spot, but I'm going to give him C.J. Henderson. I think he could be a potential shutdown corner. And for this Eagles team that needs a guy like that for their defense, I think he'd be the perfect fit for them. Next, we got the Bills. For the Bills, I'm going to give him a wide receiver. I think, obviously, they have John Brown, and he was very good for them this past year. But I think that they need that big, lengthy type player who could be a game changer. I'm going to give him T. Higgins. I think that he's the best guy for them to draft in this spot. And I think that he could be a star wide receiver for Josh Allen. Next, the Patriots. They need a lot of different areas here, I think, as this team ages. They got a lot of impending free agents. But I think that they got to go tight end. They really struggled this year at this position. Cole Kmet, I think he's going to be a really good playmaker. I think he could be a really good receiving tight end for the passers, that whoever may be there, whether it's Tom Brady or someone else. So this is the guy I'm giving for them in this spot. Wide receiver is a need for the New Orleans Saints. I know that they have a lot of other positions, potentially some interior offensive linemen, but you can't rely on one guy every single year. Michael Thomas had a historic season, but they need help on the outside, especially if Drew Brees is not going to be there, if Teddy Bridgewater is not going to be there. Potentially Taysom Hill is the quarterback. We don't know for sure what's going on in that situation. But I think a guy like Justin Jefferson can really help this team out. He has big catch ability. And I think being from the area, I think that they'd want to keep him in New Orleans. So I'm going to give them Justin Jefferson. Minnesota, another team that can use some secondary help. They really struggled this past year. Xavier Rhodes took a major step back. So I think that a guy like Christian Fulton, who is potentially a first-round value, I think that he's going to go in the first round somewhere. Where I don't know. It depends on which teams maybe want to take a cornerback. That position is very difficult to grade this year because I feel that outside of a few players, it's not as deep as some of the other positions. So I'm going to give him Christian Fulton here. I think that he could be a really good player. And the Dolphins. We're going to give the Dolphins their last major need. They do have a lot of picks coming up that they could get skill players, but I think that they need to take an offensive tackle. I had them taking Tua earlier. If they want to protect Tua, who we know is injury prone, they need to invest in tackles, potentially one this year, maybe one next year. I like a guy like Austin Jackson. I think he's a very gifted player. I think that he could really improve his draft stock at the combine. He's very athletic, so I think that this is the guy that they should target. Josh Jones is another guy I considered giving them. Both of them would be good in this spot. I think that both players will probably tend to be second round grades, but being that this is a position of need, I'm going to give them Austin Jackson. So I just want to say thank you again for tuning in. Every Monday we'll be doing our mock draft segments. We got 6 more picks next week. Then we'll be doing a lot more stuff with the draft. So stay tuned. Thank you again.